What's up, guys? Sub-Zero here, watching another game from Jazlatte in the SEA Regional Cup number 2. Starts off an Ash with a bow. I got Plat for the first time. We on the come up. Pog, Pulse Fanatic. Pog, congrats. Ash pair to start the game with. Also holding a Renekton. I mean, it could really be anything from here. Maybe a Laser Core opening if he high rolls more. I mean, yeah, he has the Laser opener. I've seen a lot more people be open to just actually straight up playing Laser now. Like it used to be in the past that you would only really play Laser with a +1. But with some of the changes to Laser Core, it seems like more and more people are okay just playing Laser Core, which is cool. CB is the most sort of like general out here. We haven't hit a 3 cost yet, so you really can't think too much about this. Item grab bag's not bad. I'd probably just take CB here. Not that interested in rolling it. I think grab bag's fine though. Okay, takes grab bag. What do we get? Protector's Vow? Not bad. Okay. Okay. I mean, just a decent frontline item. I mean, you could level for... Is he actually just level for the Vi? Okay. I mean, like, you can level for just the Lucian too here. But I think he just makes the call that needs more frontline. Yasuo's like a frontline unit, but he's also like, not. Is he gonna slam the Guinsoo? Yeah, I mean, Guinsoo is definitely the best slam here. And it can go onto like Warwick later. It's like about it though. Like you kind of just have to play a pretty straightforward laser core game, I would imagine. It can also go on like Kaisa. He's got Protector's Vow. So we'll see how this game ends up going, and we'll see how contested Kaisa actually is. Just silver augment start. So not too much crazy like augments that you can hit here. I guess you could hit like Star Guardian +1. Congrats, man. Lots of thanks to Sub-Zero for the VOD reviews to help us. Pog. Happy to help. But yeah, I mean, the nice thing about Vi on this board is that it's Brawler, which is like, I mean, that's like kind of a minor thing, but like the armor shred is really, really nice. There's a Sivir that's probably his next in, so yeah, he's just looking to make 10 here. Team player, Oxforce player. I mean, yeah, there's actually like a ton of players here. Ooh, once again, he's gonna go for the double level. I haven't watched Jazlatte in a sec. I don't remember being this aggro, but both games he's made a really, really aggressive level up here. And I mean, like, it might swing the fight. Oh, I mean, it definitely seems like it could have swung the fight here, just having Sure Shot It and an extra carry. So really, really nice aggro play here. Just get in a much stronger unit. And just, you know, an entire synergy that can obviously swing the fight. Okay, he keeps going back here. I want to actually see what item he had, because I kind of forgot. The Protector's Vow. And then Chain open. So I guess, I mean, like, Sunfire is usually a fine pick. Can't take Sunfire. Okay, like, Glove's fine then, usually. I mean, he doesn't have, I mean, he already has the Vi, but, like, for, like, Armor Shred purposes, but it's, like, you don't really... You can definitely still build Last Whisper. Okay. You want to make gold here. You don't really need to hold the Ashes, so this is fine. I mean, if you are going to play Laser Core, it'd be nice to hold on to one Ash, but, like, you can always just trust that it'll come back. Slams the items here because he's a pretty tough opponent, and, like, maybe the extra crit or armor will help. But, ooh, I mean, honestly, that Yasuo might have saved the entire fight. Oh my god. Yasuo actually hard carried. Oh, and he actually decides to still Ash over Blitzcrank. Interesting. Check admin here, but once again, I feel like... Actually, no, this could actually matter a lot, now that I think about it, because, like, it's very possible that we're going to play Warwick later. Let's bring up the translation real quick. When allies killed, gain 15% AD. When life drops 60%, gain AP. And gain AP. Casting skills, I get 15% AD. Oh yeah, I mean, this is definitely the best one if you're going to try to play Warwick. I'd be surprised if he takes Ally Death. I'd be surprised if... Oh, he is going to take Ally Death. Okay. I do think the on-cast one is very, very strong. Maybe he's thinking of playing something... I mean, maybe he actually thinks the on-ally death one is stronger. Wow. I've seen a lot of people say that strongest is definitely just on-cast gain AD, but... Interesting. Oh, and he sells the Yasuo to make 20. Wow, especially on a win streak. That's shocking to me. Oh, immediately punished. Hits the Yasuo in shop again. Yeah, I'm actually a bit surprised about that. I mean, making your gold is really, really nice, but, like, in this position, if you hit Yasuo too, it makes it a lot easier for you to continue win streaking. So I'm surprised on win streak that he actually sells that. I mean, making gold is never bad. Okay. Doesn't immediately pop the item, which makes a ton of sense. Okay. And I think Bo's here. Bo here is fine. He does have the morgue. He doesn't have to worry too much about building Last Whisper. Yeah, he's just gonna make TG. Okay. And then hold the Bo there. Stay open to a lot of other stuff. Yeah, I mean, we've seen this so much this patch and just this set in general, just the deprioritization of stuff like Last Whisper, because you can just play Morgana on your board. 80 on ally death is stronger than 80 on cast. Yeah, that's what it was, I believe. Which is kind of crazy. Like, I feel like 80 on cast is better. All right. Augment here, I mean, Second Wind is great. Also, you don't have, like, I mean, you have actually 2 open components, so grab bag's not bad. But I feel like just Second Wind is such a good augment. Like, I feel like I'm always taking this augment when I see it constantly, even in spots where it's not that good. But this is actually a spot where it's decent. You just prefer, like, 2-star frontline. Okay. Yeah, he does opt to just not take it. Now he can finish his Sunfire. He also has Jin Pair. He could, ooh, Static Shiv. Okay. So it looks like it's probably not going to be a laser. Well, no, I mean, it can definitely still be a laser core angle. That's actually kind of nice. I didn't really think about it before, but you can just slam Static Shiv Gwinsu on Ashe. I haven't done this before. Also, there's an MF in store. You probably hold that, right? Maybe in the Rel to keep the possibility of pivoting into Kaisa open. Like, now he has a Kaisa. Is the board just already better like this? Probably. And it's just a Kaisa game. And he, oh my god, he just straight up full pivots the board into this. I mean, I like it. Especially if it's uncontested. I don't know what the rest of the lobby looks like here. But if it's not super contested, there's that person with Kaisa. Was that the same person? Or a different person with Kaisa? I guess we'll see. But yeah, just ends up being a Kaisa game. It makes sense though, but like it's pretty cool actually that, like, for example, if he had been offered Laser Core +1 as one of his augments, I see no reason why he wouldn't just play a Laser Core game from here. So it's pretty cool that, ooh, that's an MF with glove. Okay, never mind. All good. Just takes a rod here for less Kaisa item, right? You have Giant Spell open, was it? Ooh, random Garen, random Nico. Yeah, you can definitely just get Nico in. As Garen plus Riven just already better, probably. And just move items over, and maybe he's gonna play some kind of like Garen Kaisa board. Also moves the TG over to MF, just the perfect unit to hold that. And yeah, then this rod can be last Kaisa item. Ideally like a Gunblade, can be like JG or something. And then the Giant Spell can be your last tank item. So pretty good setup, and also very, very healthy because he win streaked stage 2. Once again, in a similar spot to last game where like he win streaked super early, so now he's actually like sort of chilling. He does sort of need to hit his board. Isn't like his whole board 1-star? Does he have a single 2-star unit? Especially like in this meta. We'll see how easy it is for him to hit Kaisa too. He keeps hovering over this guy, so maybe that's the only guy contesting him. But yeah, no, his entire board is 1-star, and he has 0 pairs for any of them. So like, yeah, it's kind of expected to lose a few fights. Good job on MF to clean up a bit though. But yeah, it's a pretty cool angle where you can just slam like Gwinsu Static Shiv, and then pivot into either Kaisa or just play like a Laser Core game. Pretty nice. I haven't seen this before, but it makes a lot of sense. Like a very flexible way to play the patch. Or at least somewhat flexible. Maybe not very flexible. You saw one Kaisa and pivoted out. Alright, 3 levels here. Oh my god, hits another MF. I mean, you definitely need to roll a bit. Reroll just really easy to get in, and then you're adding like Neela. And you could add that, ooh, he's gonna add that. Okay. Ooh, look at that. And just really flexibly just gets Ox Force in here. Is he gonna go for the JG? I mean, isn't Deathcap better here? He doesn't have... I mean, it's actually probably pretty close. Deathcap opens you up to hitting like Jeweled Lotus as your last augment though. But Silver Gold? Is it always hero here? I don't know. I could pull up the flowchart, but it seems pretty likely. Oh my god, he just immediately takes that. Which Cinder augment was that? Is that the, yeah, your units get 5 AP for each... I think this is the one where they get extra AP for on bench. And I mean, in that situation, JG looks amazing, right? I can just get this in, and wow, I really like this board that he's put together. Supposed to roll a bit more. Okay. Makes Kaisa 2. And then gonna move items over to Viego. Yo, what's up, Garchomp? How's it going? How's it going? This is a cool game, though. I haven't seen this I mean, he hits Alistar too. He hits Viego too, and bam, he's just playing Ox Force frontline here in a spot where I think a lot of people would not consider it. Bro has Chinese Kaisa. What is that? Also, he needs to build his bench, right? Unless, is that TFT meta augments? There's so many units that basically have 2 support augments. No, the carry one is surely the other one. So yeah, this is, so he just didn't have his bench build that fight. That's kind of weird. But all good. Pretty good spot. Chinese Kaisa is Rageblade GG because they love those items on her for some reason, even though they aren't good. I mean, this game he just ended up, I mean, like, he slammed a Rageblade as his first item, which, like, I mean, was very good tempo-wise for him. And then, I mean, in this spot, JG's pretty nice, right? I mean, he didn't know that when he slammed JG, but hitting Cinder Augment into JG, I think, has to feel pretty good. Or JG, really, into Cinder Augment. Rageblade with 4+ Star Guardian is not good. It's not very good. But yeah, like, had he not hit this augment, it would be worse, definitely. Yeah, but I mean, it was a pretty cool game where he slammed Rageblade early on like Ashe with Laser Core, and then like he basically had the opportunity to flex between Laser Core and this comp, but then he hit like 1 Kaisa and 1 MF, and so he was like, okay, we're playing Kaisa, which makes sense. You'll slam JG early and make Rageblade later? Perhaps. I mean, China for some reason loves this JG item every single spot, but this is actually a good spot for it. It's also like, it doesn't look like, actually no, I mean that person's playing MF as well. Okay, maybe it is as contested. I was gonna say like it doesn't seem as contested as an NA, just this Kaisa comp, but like maybe it does. Maybe it still is. I mean there's still, but I mean this person's like more anima MF, so a little different. And there's someone else. Oh my god. That's pretty good. Because, like, that person's holding 2 Kaisas, and the other person's holding, like, 1 Kaisa, maybe. Makes JG good for this setup. So JG, crit scales with how much AP you have. You want JG in a setup where you have a lot of AP from other sources. That's why JG is really good on, like, Spell Slingers, because they have a bunch of AP. You'd prefer Death Cap in situations where you don't have AP from other sources. I can pull up a spreadsheet after the game, but it basically, the idea is that, what are we building here? I don't want like a mana item for Syndra, but they just don't exist. Is he gonna Protector's Vow as Syndra? He's gonna go Titans? Okay. And just really lean into the Viego itemization. And then you gotta build Archangels on someone, right? It's not like he's gonna farm an item here. All good. But well, who's he Archangelsing? Syndra for the extra shield? I don't know. Whoa, he's going 8th here? With 6 Kaisas? Huh. I would definitely be interested in just like rolling in this situation to find. Oh my god, he just hits on 8 like a. Okay, I don't know about that. I don't know what 7 means, but his chat is spamming some 7s. I love this Archangel's item. It's actually so sick. It's kind of like wild that we played TFT for like quite a long time, and Archangel's just like the worst item in the game, and now it's like pretty dope. It seems like on other servers you see players slam JG even on 80 champs, but in NA I see a lot of people keep Glove for IE forever. Do you think North America overvalues base stats BIS too much? And I'm not happy to make a JG on like a Samira, but I will as like a last. I don't think you should be happy to slam a JG on like a Samira, but I do think as like a last resort, it's fine. So yeah. Rather than see them building JG, it's them going out of their way to build it in spots that aren't supposed to. If you need to make JG, then make it, but don't go out of your way. Yeah, I think that's a very good take, Garchov. That like they're definitely like, I mean, to the Samira point, there are spots where like you have a glove open for Samira, you want to build IE, you crack open your tome, and you see like Rod and then like 3 defensive items, and you're like, oh well, I guess the only thing I can make here is JG. I don't know, maybe you can make Guardbreaker as well, but. Oh, okay. So it's gonna be. That's why he delayed it. So he wanted to make Archangels MF and just pop off the TG. I mean that's pretty sick. That's very nice. So like in this spot, he actually hit a lot more AD items. So he had the idea of just popping off the TG with MF too. Really nice stuff. Very clean. But yeah, like China definitely from the VODs that we have seen over prioritized this item in situations where like there's no way. I don't know. I've seen some egregious things in Chinese TFT, but all good. Really cool to see. And this is not like your traditional ISO board. Like the inclusion of the Oxforce units. I mean, it looks really good here, right? Like it makes sense. Alistar fits in really easily with Echo, giving your board Aegis. Like you'll see sometimes like these units added like later on just to get Aegis in, but like also just high rolling the Viego too was a very solid unit to get in. It even gives you Heart with Syndra, even though like I don't know. I don't think that's a huge consideration, but it's not too bad. Look at these Syndra items, by the way. Not bad to destroy Morgana with. Making 20 here. And what's this? Just another tank item. Or GS. Third damage. Yeah, actually, it's just third damage item on MF, right? Especially if it's GS. A stand player? Even at China? Isn't even a China's better? We don't understand things. GG versus Deathcap is literally pure math. When they take Glove Rod to make GG where Decap is mathematically better, it makes me so confused. I mean, yeah, that is true. That is a true statement that you can just look at the math of how damage is calculated in TFT and GG will be worse than Deathcap. Yeah, it's a weird thing. I don't really like. I don't know. Seeing oh, lucky 7 equals luck. Lucky 7. That makes a lot of sense. That's why they're spamming 7s. Man, we need this stuff in NA. Like, can't like instead of the entire Twitch chat spamming Pogo, can't they just like start spamming 7 when like Soju high rolls something? I don't know. Pogo is pretty fun though. I kind of like Pogo. I love the way he's doing this, by the way. It's just like buying out the shop and then selling it at the end of the round to make gold. You can even like super optimize this, which I've talked about before, where you can like buy and sell units within the round. Like you can basically have these units. Like if you have a full bench, you can sell the units that you don't want to throw right before Cinder throws, and then rebuy units to give your team AP right after, so they only lose the AP for a fraction of a second, because it does like react to when you buy it. This is a pretty bad loss, this Ezreal board. I mean, that's a pretty capped Ezreal board for sure. Don't watch too much competitive TFT, but you have some streamers like Mortog swear that NA doesn't use data as well as CN. Oh, I feel like Mortog says, maybe I'm misunderstanding the way you're saying it, but like, I feel like Mortog says like China like doesn't use data at all, or like very little. Though I don't know, maybe they use data more. But like in the past, like I think I've heard that China just doesn't have stats websites, which makes sense because there's no like, God. You're just gonna roll at 8 this game. No go 9 because like he just wants to find upgrades, and now he's actually a few off of Viego 3 randomly, which like yeah, is anyone else playing Viego? So he has to live to hit Viego 3, but okay, he lived. Most NA players use data pretty decently. The whole pick highest average augment thing is stupid. No one does that at this point. Oh, I mean, I wouldn't say that no one does that. Yeah, I mean probably no like top player. But I think there are a lot of like GM or even like low chow players that definitely do that. But like, you know, if you're talking about like players who are like playing at regionals, then yeah, I don't think anyone's just gonna take a highest placement augment. But hey, maybe they will. I don't know. Maybe someone does. But yeah, like because China, as far as I know, like at least in the past, just didn't have data at all. It actually ended up that like I feel like in China they play a lot of stuff that is just like straight up bad. If you look at the data, like we watched that Huame perfected Solar Flare game a while ago, which was really cool. Where it took the Leona carry augment, and like the stats on that augment, it was pre-buff by the way, are very bad. But it made a lot of sense in his spot, and he took it, and I mean he ended up going 4th. If you think not using data is the correct way to play, you're flat out wrong. Can only be beneficial if used correct. Yeah, I mean, I absolutely agree with that. That like, you can't, yeah, you can't tell me that we should just not look at the data and then somehow that'll make us play better because we won't like make these bad decisions using it. Like you can just make the correct decision, being informed with the data and still like actually using that. It keeps doing this thing where it unmutes for me. Weird. I guess it's like when it gets through the part that is muted on the VOD, it like thinks that I want hear the person whose stream I'm watching. Who would ever do that? We're top 2, but I don't know if we can. Oh my god, what killed us? Wait, I mean he's dead, right? It was Mordekaiser, ult, and then it was TF Spellslinger proc, right? That ended up killing Kaisa there? Isn't that what that was? And then just kills the Kaisa. That's actually so rough. Because, like, Kaisa would actually live... Wait, I feel like he actually would have won this fight. I mean, Kaisa probably would have died to something else a little bit after, but I feel like he actually could have won that fight if not for the TF Spellslinger proc sniping his Kaisa at 1 HP. Still a really, really sick game. Pretty cool second, and cool to see him playing around this sort of like Oxforce frontline. That's a little bit different from how people normally play this comp. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, check out my Twitch and all my other links down below.